welcome to another Kramnik video. Kramnik Naroditsky drama is ongoing for maybe last couple of weeks, and I think it's very important to, to give my take on this, because look, on Friday they've got this debate on Russian-speaking channel Livid of Chess. As a native Russian speaker, I watched the whole 2 hours. I thought that Daniel was definitely winning the debate, as Vladimir Kramnik was trying to give his arguments, yes, but he couldn't, prove anything. Like, he didn't have enough arguments. Daniel was like, all right, I can show you how it can be done, but Vladimir just refused every single time. And so later on Friday evening, he posted a tweet. Let me go through. Yeah, this one. Finally spoke a little with Danya on Livid of Chess. Just managed to discuss one episode. Yeah, I mean, I'm not defending Danya, so in that speedrun he used Stockfish, an engine, just to, see the line. Because let's say I never opened like chess base on another screen when I'm playing games on chess.com. I'm not sure if anybody does, but alright, Daniel is of course was doing educational speedrun. He's analyzing games after every single move, after every single game. So, and yeah, he put an engine on the second screen. So, and Kramnik didn't agree on the following. Check photos. I believe those two permanently repeated glances can't be the same monitor as Danya says. What do you think? Check it and write. So, right after he posted, I started checking, and we'll make an experiment. Guys, it will be the first time you will see my back setup. So it will be interesting, because I started checking, and sometimes you can see I'm glancing, because look, my freaking monitor is freaking big. Like the front one I have right now. And here on the right, I have my OBS Streamlabs opened. Here's usually my chat. And sometimes, let's say I have a tweet chat on the left corner, and then I have YouTube chat on the right corner, and it might look like I'm watching at two different places, but it's the same monitor, and I'll attach the camera later in this video. So I replied to Vladimir Borisovich. I said, I have two monitors positioned exactly as in Danya's setup. I started checking with my webcam, going from left to right side of monitor, and it might really seem that I look somewhere else. In reality, same monitor, not sure. Danya's monitor size, -27. Yeah, this one is very small. This one, I guess, is 32 inches, the front one. And then one guy basically said, alright, upload it. Yeah, I was too lazy, I don't want to upload anything here. So, but yeah, after this, of course, Vladimir Borisovich published a few more posts after checking again this conversation about monitors and setup of Danya. Yeah, so Danya has different setups. What I don't like about this whole situation, that, alright, of course, he's guilty of using engine in the speedrun, but Danya is trying to defend himself, and he only helps Kramnik, because sometimes, wording might be different, or like Kramnik understands it a certain way. Danya tries to defend himself and only makes it worse, and he's of course worried about this whole situation, and anybody would, and I'll talk about it later in the video. So Vladimir Borisovich published 2 videos. I haven't watched this one till then, because I just don't. I'll watch, of course, but yeah, maybe later today. But yeah, so Vladimir Borisovich doesn't stop here. Daniel was trying to, he was trying to make a deal with Kramnik and just stop posting these videos, shake hands, and just forget about it. But of course, Vladimir Borisovich won't stop, because he wants to prove everyone wrong. And nobody, I think, like, nobody would say that, alright, at this point, Kramnik definitely thinks Danya is cheating. Danya uses some help from engine, but this argument with monitors, we'll see right now that it might not be, the third monitor. I don't have anything here, and I don't have any space to put it. Alright, I can't say, because Danya's room is of course bigger, but I just don't think he could use the third monitor. It just doesn't make any sense. And why I make this video is because basically I played Danya on Saturday during Bullet Brawl, and during the game I felt like he's not moving as fast, and it looks like this whole situation really affects him. I hope he's alright, but it just seems like he's not at the best form right now. He's definitely worried about this whole situation, and you will see the game, you know, the VOD from Twitch, and then I'll analyze the game real quick, because I was winning surprisingly, but of course I'm super talented. Of course I lost, but now let's make an experiment with 2 cameras, and I just want to show you that it might be very likely that Daniel is watching at the same monitor, but just 2 different sides of it. So let's go. Yeah guys, this is the first time you see my whole setup: monitor, freaking another monitor, freaking lights. Many of you haven't seen it, so it might be interesting for you. And here I got a chessboard. So, but back to the video. So I think it's very important, because right now Kramnik has few questions regarding like how he might look, you know, at 3rd monitor and whatnot. So right now, let me do an experiment. So right now I have, as you can see in the 2nd monitor, I have my Discord open. So I'm looking, so I'm trying just to make sure. So right now, I mean, you can write me in the comments if you think that's right or not. So right now I'm looking at the left corner. I'm not sure if it's visible on another camera. I'm looking at the left corner of the 2nd monitor. So I'm looking at it, once again, looking at it, and let's say if I want to look at the top right corner, I go like this. I'll have to go like this first of all, but because it's not convenient, I have to turn my hat on, and now I'm looking at my right top corner here. So, and you probably might say that I'm looking at the 3rd monitor, or I'm not sure, just let me know in the comments, but it's visible that I'm looking somewhere else, right? But it's still right top corner of my 2nd monitor, and now I'm looking straight. And once again, another glances, let's say I'm looking straight on the board. Right now I have the board in front of me. So, and sometimes I get notifications on chess.com, or I get something else, like on the right I want to check standings. I have to go like this to check the standings, and I have to go like this to check my notifications. Of course I don't do it as often, but sometimes, you know, I'm looking straight at the board right now, but sometimes what happens is I have to look to the right of the screen to check the standings, or to the left, just to, because sometimes, you know, you send me challenges and whatnot, you send me messages, I have to check them. But this is sport, this is standings, and this is notifications. Once again, I'm not defending Danya when he played on the, you know, from laptop. I'm not sure if he was looking up and down. I was just, you know, I briefly checked the video, I'm not that sure, so I won't say anything. But yeah, so it really depends on the size of the monitor you have, because for me, yeah, it takes like some time and some effort to look at different, you know, sides of monitor. And here, like left, right, 3rd monitor. I mean, I'm not saying anything to Vladimir Borisovich, but those are just specifications that you gotta be, you know, you gotta be 100% sure that, alright, you say that he's using 3rd monitor, but at the same time, you know, I'm looking at it and it's just like, it's very possible I'm looking at the same monitor, it's just like, it's kind of huge. And sometimes you can look at the same point on the left and then you quickly go to the right, and of course, freaking 3rd monitor engine is on the right. But yeah, not defending, I'm trying to defend Danya, of course. It's like, alright, I played a game against him on Saturday and it was just awful. I felt like I was much more confident than him. Of course I lost, as I said, but it is what it is. Right now I'll show you the game, stay tuned, let's get to it. Oh, Danya! Danya! Bishop d6. Alright, takes, castle, knight c6, b5, this, knight g6 takes, rook c8. Playing against Danya Naroditsky himself. H6, knight f6, knight f5 takes. Alright, maybe queen d7, maybe d4 actually, just to make the game more interesting. Can I play this? Takes. So the point is, this pawn is a weakness. This. I still want to take here. Takes. This. Alright, queen f3 then. This. And queen f3. This. Queen e2 threatening. Alright. Takes this. Alright. Alright, and then queen f2 also. Alright. Oh, this. Oh, rook d8 checkmate. Oh, come on! Guys, let me quickly walk you through. I know, long video, but it is what it is. So, I mean, you saw my live reaction to this game, and I mean, as I said, I'm not sure, because for me it seemed like Danya was not playing as fast as he usually plays, so I was like, alright, something's definitely going on. But once I started checking everything, you know, he's still very, very fast. He came second on Saturday, behind Hikaru, of course, but yeah, overall he had a great tournament, and I lost to him. So g3, computer thinks it's alright blunder, it doesn't matter too much. Knight c5, castle, knight c6. So where it all came wrong for me is I was kind of, you know, trying to protect myself here. You know, was quite good. Knight f5, and here d4. So I started having a lot of counterplay. So now I'm threatening kind of take. I think I have the spin. So after he takes d4, which is a blunder. You know, you saw me kind of going for this, but you know, I tried to calculate it and I really couldn't. So this, I didn't really dive deep into it, but after king h2, I had this knight g4, and with king h3, there is knight f2, and I'm just completely winning, because after this, I think I can just take, and go something like, so not knight d5, because now technically my rook is still under attack, and he'll take with check first, but rook c2, and then after king g1, rook d4, and threatening checkmate on e1. This queen is so useless on h4 that it can't do anything, so I could have gone for this, but I decided, alright, queen b8, I couldn't really calculate it, rook g4, knight b4, takes, queen b7, this, knight g4, threatening rook on e5, so computer thinks a5 is a much more stronger option, just to give this knight kinda a kick. And it's very annoying actually, because you know, you look at it, the only move right now is knight a2 if you don't want to lose, because now this knight has to go here, and if rook d2, yeah, threatening to take, and if knight c3, trying to take this pawn, there is b4, let's say knight goes to b5, there is queen b6, threatening to take on f2, so position was going my way. It's now, you can't see the evil bar, but my position is completely winning. But alright, I decided to go for knight g4, rook goes to e2, rook d8, queen a7, trying to trade queens, and I go for the best queen a3. My position is still +4 for me. But after queen c5, rook d1, right now, let's say white take on a6, I play queen a2 because of the pin, I'm winning the game. So Danya had to come up with something. He played rook e7, and rook e1 is the move which loses all the material advantage. So computer says a5 was a much stronger move, and after knight d3, basically queen d3, I'm a piece, and if knight goes to c6, let's say knight c6, there is rook a d5, and after queen b6, rook d4. You might say, why not rook d4 right away? Unfortunately, there is a checkmate coming. So I was always kind of afraid of this rook 8 queen f5, so I didn't even see a5, honestly. I couldn't even think of it. But yeah, it makes sense. So at some point you just want to go for rook d4, but unfortunately, you know, I was afraid of white's counterplay, so I decided to just trade and go for trade. After king h7, thus I blundered by playing king g8, basically blundering queen c8, queen c2. and I'm losing a rook on d1. So I should have played g6, and because this rook is pinned on e1, white can't achieve any progress. They have to, you know, go back and forth just checking me, and they can't do anything. And basically, because they can't protect the e1 rook, and they can't protect f2 pawn. So yeah, of course, I was kind of calculating maybe this after the game. This, but unfortunately, there's just nothing white can do. Because I thought there could be a way to get this check from a7 and then maybe go for knight c2, that way you will protect everything, but white are not able to get these checks that far, because rook now blocks d file, there's also queen kind of blocking some squares, so that would have been a draw, because this is just impossible to protect. Of course, queen c5 with e1, and if queen e2, there's a simple queen e2, and I just win the game. But after basically king g8, thus I blundered the rook, and Danya checkmated me. Once again, I hope Danya is alright. I mean, as I'm recording this video, I think his podcast with Fabi and Christian Chirila came out, so it will be very interesting to watch. That's what probably I'll be doing right now. But yeah, this video comes out Monday morning. I'm not sure if Vladimir Borisovich tweeted anything else right now. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Once again, you saw my setup. I mean, I had to do something because Vladimir Borisovich thinks it's just impossible. But I mean, let me know in the comments if this is something that I should send him again. Alright, hope you enjoyed. See you soon. Bye bye.